knowing when a gang stalker is in deceptive mode or not based on their conversations can be a complex task. Psychologists have developed various techniques and theories to assess truthfulness in communication. While no single method can guarantee 100% accuracy, combining different psychological perspectives can provide valuable insights. Here are some key aspects to consider when evaluating truthfulness from a psychological standpoint. Nonverbal cues. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in determining truthfulness. Pay attention to body language, facial expressions, and gestures. Incongruence between verbal and nonverbal cues, such as avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, or nervousness, may indicate dishonesty. However, it's essential to consider individual differences and cultural variations in interpreting nonverbal cues. Microexpressions. Microexpressions are brief facial expressions that occur involuntarily and can reveal underlying emotions. These fleeting expressions, lasting only a fraction of a second, may indicate concealed feelings or conflicting emotions. Recognizing and interpreting microexpressions can provide insight into someone's truthfulness or deception. Verbal indicators. Analyzing the language used during conversations can provide clues about truthfulness. Truthful individuals tend to provide detailed and consistent information, while liars may use vague or evasive language. Look for discrepancies, contradictions, or changes in their story over time. Also, pay attention to excessive justifications, defensiveness, or overuse of certain phrases, which may be signs of deception. Cognitive load. Deception often requires more cognitive effort than truth-telling. Liars may show signs of increased cognitive load, such as longer response times, speech hesitations, or difficulty recalling specific details. However, it is crucial to consider that some individuals may naturally experience cognitive load due to stress or anxiety, even when telling the truth. Baseline behavior. Establishing a baseline of someone's typical behavior is crucial for detecting deviations that may indicate deception. Familiarize yourself with how the person normally communicates, including their tone of voice, speech patterns, and verbal habits. Deviations from their baseline behavior, such as unusual hesitations or changes in vocal pitch, could suggest potential deception. Psychological factors. Psychological factors, such as guilt, anxiety, or discomfort, can influence a person's behavior when being untruthful. These emotions may manifest through subtle cues like increased perspiration, changes in voice tone, or shifts in body posture. However, it is important to note that some individuals may be adept at concealing their emotions, making it more challenging to detect deception solely based on psychological factors. Attention-targeted individuals. When it comes to people that you randomly meet, it is important that you actually not tell the truth whenever possible. This is because many of the people they send your way may be there to infiltrate and gather information about you in order to use it against you in some form or fashion to harm you. Your better bets are to have 2 or 3 different sets of answers for the most commonly asked questions. This is where you will have to use your intuition. If someone is asking you a question about what you do for a living, answer that one matter of fact. Feel free to tell them what kind of work you do. On the other hand, if they are asking you what you do and want to know the name of the business/company or where it is located, it is best to have an alternate answer on the ready just in case. The whole idea is to keep the perpetrators and their supporters guessing as best you can while keeping you and those that you care about safe from their malicious activities. There is a bit more to this strategy, but since we also have quite a few gang stalkers who watch this channel, we shall save that for another day. Why is this necessary? Because although most of their recruits are not that intelligent, some are. Especially if they were or involved in law enforcement and/or the military. These groups are trained, depending on the branch in which they serve, to ferret out as much information from you, or anyone else for that matter, and/or provide a spontaneous or immediate distraction to keep you off center. It's a part of their career training. Although, with that being said, not everyone in the military or law enforcement is a gang stalker. Let's be clear about that. Be assured, if you pay attention, you can usually tell who is and who isn't a supporter. It's always best to tread lightly when this scenario shows up. When you hear your keywords, respond accordingly. Although never perfect, this target individual has learned that the hard way, lol. Remember, accurately assessing truthfulness based on conversations requires a multifaceted approach. No single method can definitively determine honesty or deception. It is essential to consider a combination of verbal and nonverbal cues, individual differences, context, and other psychological factors when evaluating the truthfulness of someone's statements. Another thing to watch is your own body's reaction to the conversation itself. It's not always possible to be on your game every time. Your goal is to remember the last time they fooled you into providing information and then listen for cues in any subsequent encounters. Be assured that once you have caught a gang stalker or supporter being sneaky or deceptive and call them out on it, they will be offended. This is because they believe that they are the super slick jackrabbit, lol, and smarter than you, therefore you would never know what they are doing. But who cares what they think? It's never about the story told, on your side or theirs, but the reasons for doing so. Is their intent malicious or benign? That's the issue. Most if not all gang stalkers clearly have malicious intent as their goal. Your body's nervous system will generally provide you with some cues as to how to proceed. It could be a twitch, a pain, a feeling, an emotional change of state, sweating, etc. that will let you know to proceed with caution. Pay attention to your body and your emotions. As always, to any potential perpetrators, the final word is, please say no to gang stalking and targeting individuals. Remember, the peace of mind you save can be your own. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.